It's always waiting. Well, hello there. Greetings, everyone.
Hello.
Nice, beautiful, foggy, scary Halloween day.
It's not Halloween yet.
Not yet. I'm very excited, though. Actually, this morning when I went to work, I thought a werewolf was going to jump out and try and eat me. It was pretty scary out. All right, let's see here. All right, we'll wait one more minute. Today's going to be a quick one today. I actually have some exciting news to share, so, but I'm not going to tell you yet. Let's see. How you doing, Steve? Not even paying attention. Steven! What are you doing? You better be listening to me. You playing on your phone? You got your headphones on. It's probably playing games. All right.
My headphones connected to the to my computer.
Okay, just making sure you're awake, buddy. All right, Khalif, I think you win for being the earliest student to arrive to this class. This poor kid came in at noon today. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good.
Okay. Did you see our office hours, though, or do you know when we're doing these now?
Yeah, I saw them.
Okay, cool. Malaysia's here. Deshaun is here. Awesome. All right, I'll give it one more minute, and then I want to get started. Then we can kind of get this show on the road here. Has anybody been looking at the vocabulary terms and stuff for the quiz on Friday? I hope. Does anybody know what I'm taught? Does everybody know that there's a quiz on Friday?
I like to study right before the test.
Okay, me too. I'm one of those people. I'm a crammer. I always cram and study the night before, but it's not a difficult test. I gave you a really good slide presentation that goes with it. There's a great little video on it, so there's tons of information. But like I said, it's nothing too difficult. Okay. You know what? We'll just get started. I'll tell you what. So yesterday we covered. Hopefully everybody here went into Schoology. I posted a lot of stuff yesterday in terms of the meeting, but I also posted some really good sample websites of some students that are in the program currently. I know some of you had questions, about your sites. What is it missing? What do I need? How should it look? So I got some really good examples for you to look at, and then I just updated them, updated the students' websites and posted them to Schoology. So if you do get a chance, please take a moment to look at it. Does anybody have any questions before we get started? All right, don't forget, if you do, just shoot me something in the chat and I will answer it for you, okay? All right, so let's get started. I'm going to jump right in and share my screen with you. So let's take a look here. Hold on, let me set this up. Schoology. Okay. So right there. All right, so everybody should be able to see my screen. So let's kind of go over just for a hot minute what I posted yesterday. So yesterday I did the updates, and you'll see there's a bunch of stuff here. I did links to I'm going to post a new exploratory assignment next week, and a new 1 week. It's just going to be a 1 week project for next week, kind of in the theme of, the upcoming Halloween season or spooky or the fall, something along those lines, something fun to do for a week, keep you busy. I gave you links to the vocabulary, which when you click on them takes you right to our classroom website and the video. Here are the terms we're covering. And then I actually went and made this. I made a presentation with all the words. And I would honestly say you could probably count on these words being on the quiz since I made a presentation about them. So, just take a look at those, familiarize yourself with them. I also did link to our second year students are actually having a quiz too, but they're learning about script writing right now, which is something you'll all be learning about also. And there's a bunch of terminology that goes with that. So, let me just show you real quick. This is one of my AM students. His name is Roman. Real funny kid. Actually has his own YouTube channel. He does a lot of cool things like with riding scooters. He's got like 3,000 followers, so he does some pretty cool stuff. He is a very loud, in-your-face type of student. Obviously you can tell he loves himself because he's got plenty of pictures of himself. But he's a YouTuber. That's what YouTubers do. So you can go in and take a look at his photo gallery. Those are the pictures that he's done. Go to his resume. He has his about me. There's his work experience, skills, and you can actually download his entire resume. So this is something really good for him of the things he's been working on. He has all his social contacts up here. And if you go to, like I said, it'll take you to his YouTube channel. So he does one every Friday. But it's cool. He's learned a lot of stuff. And, that's why he's in this program is to, kind of take this to the next level. And who knows, become the next big YouTuber. But he's also very creative and has a good portfolio. Like I said, I mentioned yesterday, we did a public service announcement for underage drinking. That was really, really cool.
How old are you? 15? 15? What do you got there?
So, pretty cool stuff that he's done before. You can actually, go to that link and check out his video. One of our other students, Luke, he's very much so into music. So you can actually see his website, some quick information that you can get from him. That's his tab that he set up. There's his resume, his gallery of work. He's got it all split up like that. Some funny videos he's done at home. Those are all camera angles that we've learned about. So that's a pretty cool thing. We also did something where we add sound effects to projects. He has it all laid out very, very well. In his photography work that he did, this is, like I said, that public service announcement that he's done and his graphic design work. So he's got some really cool stuff going on in there. And that was really, 4 months worth of work. That was everything we did first year before COVID hit. So he's got a nice amount of work to show for it. So like I said, take a chance, take a look at their websites and say to yourself, is my website formatted that way? Does it look like that? What's missing from it? What does my resume look like? And as I said before, your website's not going to have obviously as much stuff as what's on there. But at least you have a good starting point to get on. Okay. So the next thing I'd like to kind of bring up real quick is my happy announcement. Oh, I have a student joining right now. Let's let him drop in real quick. Hey, Nathan, how you doing, buddy? Good, good, thank you. So you're just in time. I wanted to make an announcement to the class, and hopefully other students will pop in and watch this, but we finally got our MacBook Pro laptops in for our students. So, that being said, is anybody that's in the class right now, has anybody here have a Mac or experience using an Apple? If you do, just chime in. All right, so none of you. Okay. That's fine. So, why do we use Macs? Because honestly, it's the industry standard. If you were to go into any sound studio, if you were going to a video production place, a photography business, a graphic design studio, everybody's using the Mac. Now, I'm generalizing. I'm sure maybe one or two of you are like, oh, I have a buddy, he's got his own sound studio, he uses all PCs. That's all well and fine, but the majority of people that work in this professional industry right now use Apple and Apple products. So that's why we've, chosen to get everyone, not get everyone, but get our students MacBook Pros, the 13-inch laptops. We also got the Adobe Suite, which is Premiere Pro, Photoshop, Illustrator, a bunch of other programs, the Apple Suite, Final Cut Pro. So you're actually going to be working on, the software and the hardware for our program. So they are actually in the building being set up right now. So I can actually say, yes, we finally got our computers in. So the only thing of it is we have to figure out distribution. We need to pick out a day for all of you to come and get them so you can work from home. We also have to come up with a document for all of you to sign saying that you're going to be super responsible. You're not going to drink or eat on them and ruin them. I'll be perfectly honest with you. These laptops are $2,000 a piece. We spent $100,000 on these laptops. So we want to ensure that you're going to be, responsible with the laptop. You're going to use it properly. And then actually that you even have the grades or participation necessary to get a laptop. I'll be perfectly honest, there are some students in the program with zeros and very little to no participation and failing grades that will probably not be getting a laptop until, that these issues are sorted out. So, something for all of you that are here today to keep that in the back of your mind. The other thing too is you're all going to have to learn how to use these things. So I will be developing some lessons next week for everybody for an introduction. So I'll be like, Steve, if you want to, work on a Mac, you're all going to have to read and watch videos, and you're all going to have to take a test to be competent to go home with one of these $2,000 computers. So I will develop some stuff next week. And if you don't pass the test, you don't get a laptop. So at least, for you to at least be able to commit to the program and take care of the equipment, you're going to be expected to, take care of them, sign off, and get educated and take a test for them. Does that make sense for everybody? Okay. So if you wanted to, I would highly recommend you do this, and I will be sending out information next week about it. I'm going to work on it tomorrow, so hopefully by the end of tomorrow, I will have Schoology links to official tutorials and documents that you can print on how to use Macs. Okay, so I'm showing you here right now. You can do an easy, quick search on your lap or on your computer. A beginner's guide to using Macs, MacBook Air. Learning the Mac in under an hour. You click on these links, and they will basically walk you through. And as I said, I'm trying to find stuff obviously geared more towards high school students. Like you don't need to set up the Touch ID and Apple Pay, for goodness sake. But I will be sending things out to you. Here's some great tutorials. This is a great 20-minute tutorial. Mac tutorial for the first-time user. It goes over the dock, all the windows and the displays and how everything is set up. How to set up your desktop background, just stuff like that. Navigating, how to open a file, how to save a file. Honestly, in my opinion, Macs are easier to use than PCs. I know most people use PCs, like your Chromebook or ThinkPads and Dells and all those things, but in my opinion, Apple is very kind of straightforward. If you want to open a folder, you go to the folder. You don't have to click start and mouse over and go to the applications folder and do all this stuff. Printing, it's all kind of similar. Like when you go to print, you hit Control P. On a Mac, they have what's called the command key on a Mac. You hit command P. So there are a lot of similarities with the software. So don't think when you grab this, you're going to have to relearn how to use a computer. Actually, when my students join the program for the first time, they pretty much figure out how to learn a Mac within the first week. So they can have that pretty well figured out by then. But there's some really good tutorials. I would definitely tell you to introduce yourself to them. You know, for people, here's a great tutorial for beginners, switching from PC to Mac. Because a lot of these videos tend to give you a heads up like, oh, okay, we already know that you know how to use a PC, but let us show you how to use this Mac. Then they'll show you comparisons on how, you know, how similar they are. But Mac has a pretty simple user interface. You know, has drop-down menus. You can see this thing in the bottom here. It's called the dock. All the applications are there. Everything you need is down here below. So you can open up all your programs. So there's a lot of easy, simple things. But as I said before, there's tons of videos. Just take a look at them. You don't have to study them, because honestly, I need to go on and find the ones that I think are going to work perfect for what we need for the program. And honestly, there's some people out there that make videos that just do a lot of unnecessary stuff that you don't need to use. And eventually, I'm going to make my own tutorials for everybody to watch, but at least to kind of get everybody started, this is a kind of a quick and easy way for you to understand it. But I also found, you know, an introductory printout. So you can, you know, if you have a printer at home, you can print this up and keep it handy. But there's a lot of good stuff on there right now for at least to get you started. I actually try and see if I can find anything between now and the end of the day by 3 o'clock, if I can post some stuff for you. But I at least wanted to share, you know, that bit of good news, because to be quite honest, as soon as we're going to get these laptops out, not next week, but the following after Election Day. I think everybody has off on November 2nd. So after that, we're going to try and find a day or a series of days when y'all can come in with your parent, pick up your laptop, sign off on it, and then I'll end up doing all these live sessions. We'll be learning the Mac. So I'll be able to help everybody in small groups. And I will say this to everybody watching, that these will be mandatory lessons that you're going to have to watch. So if I do 5 lessons in a week, there'll be quizzes on each, and you're going to have to fill them out. If you don't, you got to give your laptop back. So, you know, hopefully it's not going to be an issue. But as I said, you really, you know, you got to learn how to use this stuff. But now we'll be able to start doing sound projects, working in Adobe Photoshop, you know, creating, you know, like a movie poster or a business card design or a logo. We'll be able to use the video editing software like Adobe Premiere Pro, where you'll be able to record videos with your phone or smart device and be able to put it right in the computer, and we can start creating. Sounds good, doesn't it? Okay, good. So yeah, so I appreciate everybody kind of hanging in there up to this point, but we do have the laptops in. You know, it's not a simple process to get get everything ready and set up. But I would say today the best thing you can do, go through your coursework. If your grades are below par and you really want a laptop, please get in that computer right now, get on Schoology, and start catching up on all that work. And we, you know, and hopefully you'll get everything caught up and we can get your laptop. So that's all I had for today. If nobody has any questions, comments, concerns about, yes, go ahead.
I actually put my question in the chat. Will all new and old students get them, or will it just be the ones who already been to tech?
So the way it looks right now is we should, and I'm saying should, so you can't hold me to it. We should be able to get everyone a laptop. So that is our goal. Now the problem is we have 60 laptops and we have 77 students. The one issue is it seems that we have quite a few, not quite a few, I'm sorry. that we do have about 10 students that haven't even logged into schools yet and have zeros. So I have to do, my job as a teacher and I've reached out multiple times, but if they're not kind of committed to doing the schoolwork that we're even doing right now, then they probably won't, do the work if they get a laptop. So, at this point, I'm assuming that they don't really have, they should be able to get into schools. Yeah, I've contacted, I've spoken with them all. And, the students that are doing the work, that are checking in, that are coming to the live sessions and keeping your grades up, we'll get priority on those laptops. Now, the nice thing too is we're only going to keep 10 laptops in the classroom, and we have 25 students coming in and out. So that frees up 15 extra laptops. So like I said before, the way the math looks right now, everybody should be getting a laptop. Does that help?
Yeah.
Okay. And like I said, a student like yourself, you've been doing all your work. You've been participating, being in all the meetings. You seem really enthusiastic about the class. I would, obviously love to give you a laptop. So like I said, we're still working on, distributing them, the paperwork to sign off and get them, and the testing in order to get them. But, like I said, that shouldn't take more than a week or two. And next week we have an assignment where you don't need a laptop. So you'll be ready to go. Honestly, if you've never used the Macs before, they're pretty awesome and the software is great. And like I said, we're going to have some really cool projects, but I'm not going to lie, using Macs and using this software, it's intense. You cannot pop in on the live sessions once a week and hope that you're going to catch up. If students aren't watching my tutorials and going in and looking at Schoology and watching how to use Adobe Premiere or Apple Final Cut Pro, and they're going to, jump in once a week and figure it all out, they're not. This is something that's going to require, a regular amount of time, which if y'all remember, I told you to get into a routine where you're going to have to start checking in every day, hopefully spending a little bit of time each day on the work that we're giving you, because you're going to need to commit to that. It took me years to learn all this software. So, you're going to have to schedule hopefully an hour a day saying, it's Photoshop day, I'm going to figure out Photoshop. So, but I'm excited to get these in your hands. So go ahead, Steven. I see you raising your hand, buddy.
So I said in the chat, so are they going to be optional or are they going to be mandatory?
Well, in my opinion, they would be mandatory because, unless you have a PC with all of the necessary software, you really don't have a choice. You have to use it, because our program teaches this industry standard software that you can use so you can go out into the field and work. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you afraid you're going to break it?
I'm just afraid of, I'm not afraid of breaking it, but
yeah.
It's just, I'm afraid that I'll have to get 2 computers.
Why is that?
I'm currently on a Windows PC.
For your sending school, correct?
Yeah.
Okay, well that's fine. You can still use that for all your sending school work. But for the work that we're going to eventually be giving you to do, you're going to need our laptop and able to do it.
So again, we need to get MacBooks for this class.
You don't have to get them. We are giving them to you.
That's what I meant by that.
Yes. So we're going to schedule a day for you to come and pick it up, and then we're going to teach you how to use them. Okay? Okay? And you're going to take really good care of it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Don't worry. I know it's a lot. It's a lot to kind of process and take in, but we've always used Apple computers. So we have students that come into the class all the time with their Chromebook, with their PC, And then they have to put it down and put it away to use the Macs in class when they're here. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So if nobody else has any questions, comments, concerns, I guess we're done for today. Khalif, do you have any? Nathan, Malaysia, anybody got any questions? All right. I will let you go for today. But hopefully you're a little bit excited that we're going to start getting some cool stuff in here. So have a great day. And if you need anything, office hours start in 15 minutes. All right. Thanks. See you later.